So this video is going to be kind of hard for me to do because I feel like I'm going to be insulting my friends, and I'm not. Is GRUBHUB punishing you? Does GRUBHUB punish its drivers? I'm going to say no, because GRUBHUB is very limited to what they can say verbally. Therefore, they have to use actions for us to read between the lines. 1/3 to half of my subscribers know me personally. Some of you work in my zone, and some of you have said some of the things I'm going to repeat today. I'm not talking about you individually. I know you all don't want to put your face or your name on YouTube. I'm representing 50 drivers right now. 50 different drivers, and a lot of you are coming to me and telling me the same stuff and telling me that you feel like GRUBHUB is punishing you. Let me tell you what's really going on. So, the one I've been hearing here recently, there's a few of you that were working your way back to being a Premier driver, but you're still being a little bit picky because of gas prices. So you want to decline one every now and again for profit, is what I'm understanding. Okay, so the way the algorithm's set up, I know this through trial and error. I'll admit that it pissed me off the first time it happened to me, but I read between the lines. So essentially what's going on is you're trying to decline one in every 20, but the problem is you're telling GRUBHUB what you do not like. And right when you get that close to being a Premier driver again, at the 96% acceptance rate, they throw about 20 offers at you that you don't like, they know you'll reject, and they prevent you from being a Premier driver on purpose. You know, you can decline that one in every 20. The algorithm's set up to after you do about the third, fourth one, GRUBHUB then knows what offers you will decline, and they will purposely send you those offers, purposely knocking you out of Premier, because in the GRUBHUB land, anything less than 100% acceptance rate is counterproductive. They don't want you declining offers if you want to be a Premier driver. If you're going to be a Premier driver, you have to accept, well, you don't have to accept 100%, but you gotta, but if you decline a 1 in every 20 rule, the algorithm's going to kick in and say, look, it's either you do your job or you're not going to make a schedule every week. And GRUBHUB has every right to do that. So the second one, when GRUBHUB come out with their account violations, it's essentially a manual rating system, meaning that there's someone behind a computer that's manually giving us those account violations, and they're teaching an algorithm. I don't know if the algorithm itself, the AI, the algorithm's kicked in yet, but I do know at first for sure that it was manual. So I have a few fellow drivers that got pissed off and was like, look, hey, the restaurant was extremely busy. They took an hour to hand me the food, and I got it to the customer, and I got an account violation for being late. And the first question out of my mouth is, what was your acceptance rate? And the answer is usually always above 90%, meaning not 100. Once again, anything less than 100% on GRUBHUB is counterproductive. I haven't heard any Premier driver accepting 100% come back and tell me that they've gotten an account violation yet. I haven't heard that. Every time I ask, every time someone complains that they get an account violation, I ask, what's your acceptance rate? Some people out there believe that above 90% is fair. I'm not here to say whether it is or whether it ain't, but I am here to say, from GRUBHUB's point of view, anything less than 100% AR is considered counterproductive, and you're technically a cherry picker in their eyes. They need drivers to get these orders out in a timely manner, and I wouldn't be sitting here making videos if there was no money in being a Premier driver. I just wouldn't do it. I'd know I'd be wasting my time, and I'd be wasting my breath, and I'd be wasting your time and your sanity. In order to maximize your profit margin through GRUBHUB, they definitely encourage you to accept 100%. I noticed as a partner driver, GRUBHUB wouldn't let me. They kept me at roughly $10 an hour, but I can make up to $15 an hour. But that was max. Every now and again, I'd get a $20 offer and nothing afterwards. As a pro driver, anywhere between 10 and 20 max, but you're mostly going to make 15 an hour. This is accepting everything. If you cherry pick along with other apps, when I cherry picked on GRUBHUB, I rarely made more than $50 a day, because most of my cherry picking was done on DoorDash, and I turned GRUBHUB on when DoorDash wasn't throwing anything at me. And you know, that was that. I rarely went over $50 a day as a cherry picker. When I started accepting 100% in partner, I averaged $10 an hour, pro $15 an hour, and of course Premier, I definitely made the most. I averaged 20 plus an hour. I'm just going to say I felt like they tried everything in their power to make sure I was getting 25 an hour. And I have, not recently, but I have hit 30 an hour being a Premier driver, 100%. That's what's going on, guys. This is GRUBHUB's way of saying, hey, read between the lines. If you're not going to do your job, then you're not going to make a schedule every week. If you were an outstanding elite Premier driver and we could count on you and you maintain a 100% acceptance rate, and now, though gas prices are going through the roof, we need dependable drivers on the road. So now if you're going to decline one in every so often because gas prices are so high and not be dependable for us, then we're going to smack you with an account violation and say, hey, get the hint. If GRUBHUB has been good to you, if GRUBHUB's been good to you as they have been to me, and all of a sudden you start slacking a little bit, regardless of what your reason is, I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong, from GRUBHUB's point of view, you should know that they're going to take care of you. So why are you slacking? So that's GRUBHUB's attitude. You want to make a schedule every week, do your job. If you don't, you're not making a schedule every week. That's just all there is to it. Let me repeat myself. I'm talking about 50 different people, not 5. Because I know there's several people in my region that has reached out to me pissed off because they got hit with an account violation, and then a few more were trying to get back into Premier while declining orders. Guys, that just but GRUBHUB's not going to let that happen. They're the ones in control, not you. They're in control of what orders you receive and whether or not you can make a schedule, and they're just not going to let that happen. I'm confident that I can sit here before you and say that if you maintain a 100%, not 99%, yeah, every now and again I'll lose signal and miss an order or something, that they can see that. Maintain to the best of your ability a 100% acceptance rate. You're probably not going to get an account violation, and you're probably not going to have any problems. So if what GRUBHUB's doing pisses you off and you want to quit, instead of reading between the lines and recognizing that GRUBHUB was extremely good to you in the past and now they need you and they need your help and they need your cooperation, I'm sorry. I'm not saying this is wrong or right. I am saying I have read between the lines when GRUBHUB has done this stuff to me. Instead of getting pissed about it and quitting, I knew, to me, it was obvious why and what they wanted. So I stepped my game back up and I went back for 100%. And I haven't had a problem since. So, until next time, peace.